Good day. Again, I'm Alec Ramirez, and for this session, you will be learning how to register our raster datasets or images. Now, it is very important for us to actually register our maps or our raster datasets because by doing so, we assign each pixel in our picture a specific coordinate in our globe. Therefore, when we plot points such as our stations or our sampling points, we already assign them to a specific location, and therefore it makes it possible for us to actually arrange our data and makes it possible for us to analyze our data, its distribution through space, or that's what we call geospatial analysis. Now, to do that, to actually register our, this is how we would actually register our image or our raster map in map info. So of course we need to open map info. Let's click file and then open, and it will load. Let's locate our file. In my case, I save it in map info tutorial files folder. Let's change the file type because we're looking for a raster image, and there, 37193 sikihor.jpg. It's gonna open, it's gonna load, and actually it's gonna ask you if you want to display your map. So that means you wouldn't register it, or if you want to register. So we just have to wait since it's a very, it's quite a large image. It's actually a map of Sikihor 1:50,000 scale. So it's gonna load. Mapping, especially with these kinds of software, is actually it will try your patience, especially if you don't have high-end machinery. So in my case, it's loading. It's there. It's asking, do you want to simply display the image or register it so that it will have geographic coordinates? Since our session is, we want to learn how to register our georeference, let's click register. There. So when we click register, we are directed to a um, image registration box. So basically what we'll do is we'll pick 4 points, and then we'll assign each point with a coordinate. So for the map, it's actually very convenient that we have the 4 corners identified and actually labeled. So each 4 corners have a labeling, or we already know the coordinates for each 4 corners. So we'll use those 4 corners of the map to actually plot our points. Now, just some navigation in the image registration box. We have these zoom buttons. So if you want to zoom in or zoom out, and then what map info lacks is interactive panning of the window. Therefore, we usually just scroll X and scroll Y, the Y direction. It's quite tedious, but since we're only gonna be identifying 4 points, um, it's okay. So let's do the dirty work. There. So just click on the point. So basically, this the accuracy of your registration just depends on how careful you are in choosing the point. So there, I've chosen point 1, and then we have to enter the map coordinate, map x. So that means the x coordinate, that is your longitude, and map y, that is your latitude. So you see that the the x and the y coordinates, or the latitude and the longitudes, are displayed in decimal degrees, while our map displays them in degrees, minutes, seconds. So you actually have to convert them first because map info cannot read decimal, minutes, seconds. In my case, well, of course, I've already converted them, so we just have to copy. 123 degrees 36 minutes 30 seconds corresponds to 123.44166. 123.44166. Is that right? Uh-huh. And then for 91930, that's 9.325. 9.325. And that's okay. There. So you would see after you click OK, there's already point 1 there. Now, since we need 4 points, we will add another point. So click add. The point 2 is not yet defined. So we will define point 2. So let's go to the one below. It's right below. There. And we choose the point. Again, our 123 no 123.44166, and that's 9.075. Again, I must stress out that you must not interchange the x and y values. So your x values are your longitudes. So in the case of the Philippines, that's in the 120 or 110 to 130 ish. And then for the y or the latitude, that's around 6 to 15 for the Philippines. So don't be confused because it will mess your registration of your raster image. So again, we click start right. Okay, so we now have 2 points. Let's make this quick and pick the third point. Oh wait, see, I forgot to add the point. So let's add the point 3. I'm showing you the errors that you could actually do. So for y, we have 9.075. I had that in memory. Whoa, just kidding. 123.70833. 123.70833. Is that right? Oh yeah. Okay. And finally, we go to point 4. Point 4. No, see? Just remember to cancel that or else it will transfer. Uh-huh. There you are. And point 4, that's 123.70833. 123.70833 and hook. 123.70833. Remember to put them in the map X and the map Y. And then for 19, that's 9.325. 9.325. So remember it again to put the coordinates in the map X and the map Y, because the image X and the image Y fields are already automatically added when you click when you actually click on the image. It's okay. So we have 4 points now. Let's just see what could we change. Units. That's the only available thing is degrees, and that will depend on your projection. So basically, when you register, there are also different ways or different standards or systems of um, registering, or this is what you call projections or your CRS, that's coordinate references system. So the most basic is the longitude and latitude, but there are different types. For the longitude and latitude, um, the the most used is actually WGS 84. So that's that's the most recent World Genetic Survey 84. Okay, let's just pick that for now. But there are other projections. For example, you could choose um, for more specific, you could use universal transverse mercator. Then it divides the globe into different zones. And what's nice with this CRS is the units are in meters, while in the longitude latitude it's in degrees. And while you might not appreciate that now, so let's move. Okay, so let's keep it that way. And I think we're done. Now this pick from map, you could actually um, use that. For example, if you have an existing map in your interface, and in that case we don't have, so we can't use that. So let's click OK. It's gonna load, and there.